That song is a little catchy. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy vicslanghope. I got another video for y'all. And in this video, I just want to talk briefly about something that I've been mentioning in some other videos. And I just want to share this clip. Matter of fact, let me share the clip before I even get to like the whole conversation, the whole spiel.
I'm a person, I resent being called an African American. I really do. Now, I've traveled all over the world, and Africa is one of the few places in the world that I've never been yet. Okay? But I think that when you do that, you're disclaiming all the things, all the contributions that black people have made to America. You see, I consider myself to be a black American, and I enjoy being called black. And black has been so negativized as a color down throughout history by those who wanted to negativize it. And so it spilled over into the black community, into the black people. And even black people back in the day calling each other black was a sign for a fight or something like that because it had been so negativized, like black was just so negative. So I resent being called an African American because black people have contributed so much to the development of the United States of America.
So yeah, so basically Smokey Robinson, this is something that I've been saying. I've been telling people for a while, right? Stop calling me African. I'm not African. Now look, before you come in my comment section, yo, what's good with y'all? Before you come in my comment section talking all that ha na 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 na, hear me out when I say that. I'm not denying that I have African ancestry. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not trying to act like I'm ashamed of the fact that my ancestors have come from Africa. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is I am not an African today. Like we need to get into the habit of, yes, we have African ancestry, but I am not an African today. I can't go to Africa today and find my family. I can't go to Africa today and start speaking the language and the dialect with certain people. I can't. I just can't. So when I say I'm not an African, I'm saying that my people have become something different today, just like the black people in America have become something different. And that's kind of like um and that's something that Smokey Robinson was saying, right? He was saying, like, why am I going to call myself an African American when I don't have nothing relating to Africa except maybe my skin, except maybe the fact that, whatever, right? Whatever we want to say, right? So the whole point is this, and a lot of people are not going to like this, but I just got to keep it real. Black people in America have contributed so much, right, to the American society, right? Black people have paved the way for other black people, dark-skinned people from the diaspora to come to the Americas, right? A lot of dark-skinned people from the Caribbean, from Africa, have come to the Americas to benefit from the works that the black people in America have put in, right? So basically, everybody is living on the backs of black people in America. But yet, these immigrants come into the country and talk shit about black Americans. You know, these immigrants come into the country and look down upon the black Americans, right? They talk shit about the black Americans, right? And again, this is the average. They tell their kids, don't fraternize with the black American, right? They might even tell a woman, don't date no black American. And before y'all come in the comment section talking that shit, I grew up in an immigrant household. And my mother used to share these sentiments too. My mother used to say shit, slick shit. The only difference is when my mother says slick shit, at least nowadays, I correct her. Well, she don't really say slick shit no more, but she didn't know better. She grew up somewhere different. She had a different culture. She was raised differently. And then she also buys into the narrative that is being painted. But hold on. It's not just a narrative. It's also what people are seeing when they come here. People are seeing how black folks are behaving towards each other. But this is not a video about to talk about the negative things that black people do to each other and other people. This is a video to say that immigrants come into this country to basically benefit and reap the benefits of the things that black people have put in, right? Of the work that black people have put in. So, and black people in America And black people in America, we so easily let immigrants we so easily let immigrants, and I say we because I was born in America and I have adapted black culture. I'm not gonna deny that, and I don't hate black people and I don't have no disdain for them. But there are some immigrants who have disdain for black people. There are some immigrants who don't like them. There are some immigrants who feel some type of way and they don't want their kids to fraternize with them. And and I think it's messed up because today in America, right? At one point, at one point, black only applied, and I always say this, at one point, black only applied to the descendants of slaves in America. Everybody else got their nation, everybody else got their tribe still. The only people who don't know what nation they come from or what tribe they belong to was predominantly the black in America, right? Because other places got their independence and other places still know their tribe and where they come from. So black was something specifically, and I'm gonna keep saying this because some of y'all hard-headed. Black was something specifically, but then at some point the definition changed. At some point, they called everybody with African ancestry black, right? So today these people come from the diaspora, from other places. They come into America and it's convenient to say they're black, right? It's convenient to check that box because you get certain privileges, right? You get certain things by checking that box, right? Now anyway, the point I was trying to make is that black people let anybody come and claim black. You let anybody come and claim your blackness that you work so hard to attain. You let them just come into, and we know everybody steals black culture. The Jamaicans do it, the Africans do it. They're gonna deny it, but everybody comes and steals something from black culture, right? Whether it's music, from whatever. But everybody does it, right? But they don't want to fraternize. They still look down upon black people, but they'll take your swag, they'll take the way you dress. You know what I'm saying? They'll take some of your lingo, they'll take some of your slang, and that shit is not right. And what I'm trying to say in this video is that black people just let anybody come into their fold, their movements, their operations. It's so easy. And I think this is the goal. And this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. I think that the country, the country the country is trying to the country is trying to erase what happened here to black people. That's basically what they're trying to do. America does not owe reparations to certain people. They don't owe reparations to the Haitians. They don't owe reparations to the Jamaican. They don't owe reparations to some of these people. Some of these people got to get their reparations from whoever colonized them. They got to get their reparations from the British. They got to get whatever they're trying to get from France. And some of these places that people come from, they already have their independence. So that's at least something. Some of these people at least have a nation, right? But the point I'm trying to get into is that black people in America let people just come into to a land that they helped build and claim black. And we be like, yeah, yeah, come. We be like, yeah, you black too. You black too. We want to tell everybody they black. And at the end of the day, these people did not have the same struggle you had. These people ain't have this, they ain't walk the walk that you walk. It don't matter if they, and then people love saying, well, if the police stop you, they're not going to be able to tell who's who. Listen, fuck all that shit. Some of these people did not walk the walk that you walked. And when you so easily allow people to come into your shit, because the whole plan of America is to erase the people who they might have to pay some money to in America and mix everybody up and keep intermarrying and interracial and interdiaspora mixing to the point where it's like, well, we don't know who's who. We don't know who is a Jones, who's a Smith, who's a Williams. It's particular last names that blacks that are descendants from slaves in America have, right? You have specific last names that belong to slave masters. Johnson, Andrew, Jones, Williams. Look it up. Look it up. So my whole point in this is like, the more you just take these people into your fold, and the more you just, at the end of the day, we all are descendants from Africa. Yes, I'm not disputing that, and I'm not trying to preach separation. But yesterday I was on Clubhouse. And this African chick, see, because I don't buy that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't buy that bullshit because I already know how immigrants feel. It's not all of them, but it's a lot of them, because I had a mother in my house who used to tell me the same shit that a lot of other immigrant mothers be telling their sons and their daughters. I grew up with that in my house. You know what I'm saying? So, so I told my mother, I corrected my mother. There's a lot of dudes, there's a lot of immigrant children that were born here that don't correct their parents when they say crazy shit about black people. They don't do that. But I always corrected my mother. Um, so anyway, the whole point that I was trying to get to was this. Damn, I just had a brain fart because I seen a message. Damn. But anyway, the whole point I was trying to get to is that people, I was on Clubhouse yesterday, and this African chick from the UK, she came on, and they you see, this what immigrants do, right? They try to come on as they're like they're friendly, like we're friends, right? Like, and we all black and we all came from Africa and blah blah blah. And then we started having a discussion, and she became upset. And the more she became upset, the more she really started to talk about how she really felt about black people. It got to the point where she started saying, this is why y'all be getting killed by police in America. Mind you, she started the whole conversation saying we all African, we all this, we all that, kumbaya. And then she started saying shit. She started saying shit like, that's why y'all be getting killed by the police in America. That's why, she started talking about child support. She started talking about y'all lazy, y'all don't want to work. She started talking about a whole bunch of shit. That's why the white man don't like y'all. She started talking about a whole bunch of shit. And she started talking about a whole bunch of shit. You missing the whole point, Darrell Williams. You need to shut up and listen more. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with a lot of us. Some of us don't know how to shut up and just listen and then say where we are trying to come from. You know what I'm saying? People just listen to respond. I'm sorry for that. I ain't mean to tell you shut up and listen, but some of us need to do that. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to be in the channel technically. But I appreciate you at least commenting and trying to be part of the conversation. So anyway, the point I was trying to make, when you get certain people mad and upset, they start to really talk about how they really feel about you. So my whole point is this. My whole point I'm trying to make is that, yes, we all have African ancestry. For the people that is a little deaf and got problems hearing, we all have African ancestry. But just like Africa is not a country, it's a continent with different independent nations. And within those nations, there are different tribes. This is what I'm trying to say. Within those different nations in Africa, there are different tribes. That's what I'm trying to say. Within those different nations in Africa, there are different tribes. So why can't we accept that black has become like its own tribe? Black in America is almost equivalent to its own tribe. You know what I'm saying? You have your own culture, you have your own music, you dress your own way. Blacks in America have their own tribe. Why we can't just accept that? And if we can accept that blacks in America are their own tribe, then we can accept that we are different from the diaspora in a sense. It's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean I'm better. That doesn't mean they're better. That doesn't mean I'm trying to separate. That just means, you know what? We have African ancestry, but we have become something else. We have become something else due to history, due to what has happened. We have become something else. And that's okay. Black people, it's okay. If it's okay. You don't have to tell everybody that they're black. And then you also don't have to tell everybody that, yo, you're African. At the end of the day, if somebody want to claim their tribe, right? And because black people in America don't know their tribe and don't know their nation, it's cool. We black. You know what I'm saying? We American blacks. Listen, man, your reparation is owed by France, Pierre. Go get it. Go get it from the French. But anyway, my whole point is this. Black people, when these people come over here, you know, it's okay. We could say, you know what? We all came from Africa. But today, we not all African. We not all African. And it's all right. That doesn't mean you hate Africa. That doesn't mean you hate whatever, right? Because listen, you can go to Africa right now, to the same country, and there's going to be tribes. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's the next thing. They trying to take the reparations. That's the next thing, right? Look. Everybody coming up. Look. And this is the problem. And this is the problem. This is one of the problems. I have a Jamaican friend, and he told me that he will feel some type of way. He told me, I have a Jamaican friend. He told me he will feel some type of way if America didn't give the Jamaican people on this land reparations. And I said, why would you have a problem? Why would you have a problem with your family not getting reparations from America? Like, that's crazy. That's like some selfish shit. He was like, nah, cause you know, I feel like we've been here too. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, you came here later. You came here later. People started immigrating at a certain point to America from other places. My whole point, I'm like, why would you be upset? Why would you be mad? I wouldn't even be mad on some real shit. I was born here, but I wouldn't even be mad. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even get mad if tomorrow the government said I did not qualify for reparations because whatever, my last name or because my parents came from whatever, I wouldn't even be mad. I wouldn't be sitting here like, oh, if they not getting, why I can't get reparations? That shit is crazy. Some of these people came to this country willingly. Whatever, shit is fucked up in your country because of international laws and imperialism and colonialism. I get that. I get why you came here. My whole point is this. You still came from somewhere willingly or because of whatever, war, refugees. I get that. But it's different for people who can't go nowhere. It's different for people who it's like you don't got family nowhere. You don't belong nowhere. You belong here. You was brought here. You built here. You created here. You suffered here. You was hung here. You died here. You did a lot of shit here. So I think it's fucked up to come here and be like, well, I deserve a piece of their pie too. That shit is fucked up and it's selfish. Um. So anyway, so my whole point was this, man. I think black people, and this is part of the problem, right? These people come in and they steal, right? They say, oh, we people of color. They're trying to erase your history, man. This is what these people are doing. You know what I'm saying? These people, these immigrants come here and they say, yo, we all black. We all one people. They trying to erase your history. This is what they're trying to do. And this is what the white man wants to happen. They trying to get you to forget. That's why they always say, and don't get me wrong, sometimes I come here and I talk my shit to black people because sometimes black people need to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean it in no harm. I don't mean it with no hatred. But sometimes we need to hear certain shit. But what I'm trying to tell you is this. Some of these people are coming here and they're helping. It's not their agenda because some of those people don't even know what's really going on. But it's the white man's agenda to erase your shit. It's the white man's agenda to erase your shit. So sometimes some of these immigrants don't even know they're being used by the white man to further erase our shit. That's what's happening. Yo, make sure y'all like the video, man. Come on. Y'all wilding with the likes. Just so it could circulate. You know, so I get what you're saying, bro. Is the white man will not allow it or whatever. We don't know, right? But that's my whole point. I'm not trying to say, I'm just saying. That's part of the plan, man. Part of the plan is let them keep mixing with each other, with the diaspora. Let them keep intermingling with Latina women and with white women and all of this shit with the hopes that we gonna forget. With the hopes that you forget. With the hopes that enough time goes on that you stop asking for reparations. With the hopes that a long time go on that is so much inbreeding and mixing that they're going to claim, well, now we can't really track who's who. You know what I'm saying? And we allow that shit. Black people, don't let people trick you trying to say you trying to separate yourself. You trying to be this. No, we're not trying to be this. We're not trying to be that. The black people in America belong to a certain tribe. That's it. People, you go to Africa right now today, they're still tribal. Yeah, a lot of these people, when it benefits them, they're white, they're black, they hop in and out. They hop in and out of their blackness. I met so many biracial people who would never talk about their whiteness. They only tell people that they're black. They never talk about their whiteness. They never talk about how they're biracial. They never talk about how they're mixed. They never talk about none of that shit. When it's convenient for them, they're black. And when it's convenient for them, they go into them little white spaces, you know, because they could fit in. They look ambiguous. That's what they do. I told you I belong to a certain tribe. That's what I be trying to tell people. Just like black people belong to a certain tribe, I belong to a certain tribe. I'm a black Carib. I'm a Garifuna. That's what I am. I'm a Garifuna. I'm a black Carib. Have I adapted some of the black culture? Yes, I have. I have adapted some of the black culture. Race is a social construct, it's made up. There's no such thing as race. You either belong to a nation or a tribe. Keep telling you that. I keep telling you that. You either belong to a nation or a tribe. If you look in the Bible, it don't talk about race. You belong to a nation or a tribe. You know what I'm saying? Nation or a tribe. Race is some made up shit. Actually, I don't know if I can't say nation and tribe is a social construct. I don't agree with that. Um, but you can present your proofs. I'm not talking about nation state. I'm talking about you got people like the Ashanti, right? The Zulus. You had a whole bunch of tribes and nations, right? You've been had a you go to Asia, there's people that belong to tribes in Asia. If you study ancient history, people always belong to a nation or a tribe. So you're trying to say it's a social construct. You're gonna have to bring that. I'm not talking about the creation of the United Nations. I'm not talking about independence to certain countries. I'm talking about when you go way back in time, there's always been nations and tribes, except for maybe white people. I don't know. I never heard of white people belonging to a certain tribe or a certain nation, right? Was Rome in a nation or the Greek? I don't know, but exactly, brother. So so I admit it. So I admit it. I come here and I tell y'all all the time. When I say I'm a Garifuna, I'm a black Carib, it's not because I'm trying to separate myself. Can we get the likes up, please? Just so it can circulate, because I'm not gonna be here this long. I just want people to kind of like get where I'm trying to come from. Yes, Italians also. Italians wasn't white. They wasn't white. You're right. The Vikings might have been a tribe. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they might have been a tribe. You could say that, right? But like I was just trying to say, man, don't let people just be so quick to be able to infiltrate your movements. Like to just be so quick to infiltrate your culture. Like, and it's cool if somebody want, because all I'm saying is this: the same people who act like they're your friends, the same people who act like they cool with you, it's the same people that's gonna stab you in the back because their allegiance is really with their tribe. I'm telling you, man, people are tribal. These people are tribal. I have experienced it. When it comes down to Jamaican or black, and I'm not saying this is everybody, I'm just letting you know how shit plays out. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to Jamaican or black, the Jamaican gonna side with the Jamaican 9 times out of 10. When it comes down to a Fulani and a black, he gonna side with the Fulani at the end of the day. We the only people, the black in America is the only person who don't have no allegiance and loyalty to his people. And they prey on that. They like that. They like the fact that the black people in America are divided. They like the fact that they could come between us and sow enmity. And then they play victim, right? They be like, oh, when somebody like me is talking, when I'm saying some of these things that are facts, they're gonna say, brother, why you trying to create division? Brother, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, brother, why you trying to create division amongst the diaspora? Brother, why you trying to? They do that because they don't want nobody to educate the black people in America to make them hip to what the hell is going on. They don't want them to be hip to what is really going on. You come here, you benefit from the black struggle, and then you talk shit about them. Then you be like, look, they lazy, they no good, they don't want to do nothing. You do that, they do that. They separate themselves. You know what I'm saying? They do that. They do that. So I just want people to be conscious. Stop falling for this people of color shit. That is an agenda to further erase you. Exactly. That is a whole narrative. That is a whole narrative. Facts. Akata. I heard that too. Akata. They got a whole bunch of little nicknames that are derogatory towards black folks. I'm just trying to tell you, I mean, look, all that shit about, oh, we brown people, we people of color, racist. Brother, you got to present your proofs. You said nations and tribes is made up. You got to present your proof. I can tell you when race was made up. I can tell you race was made up in the 1680s in America as a categorization, as a it was like a categorization to put people into boxes. I can tell you when the race was made up. Now I just want you to tell me. I heard what you said. I just want you to tell me, when did nation and the tribe concept come about? That's all I want. I just want you to tell me when, because I could show you the books on Thomas Jefferson. I could show you. I can tell you where to go find certain things about when race was constructed in America, when it was made up. I can show you that. I can show you how people in Italy used to be considered black, how Irish people used to be considered black, because black didn't mean skin color. It meant condition that you were living in. So anyway, my whole point, before I get lost, my whole point is just this, man. That's a fact. European people unified, unify under that white shit. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think they so mad at Russia right now? And I don't want to talk about Russia. But why do you think they so mad about Putin? Because Putin banging on white people. But when there's black people banging on black people, when there's African nations banging on African nations, they don't care. They don't make it a big deal. They don't make it a problem. When there's Arabs on Arabs in the Middle East, they don't make it a big problem. Yemen been getting bombed for years. They don't make it a problem. They don't talk about it. They don't say we're going to put sanctions on Saudi Arabia. They don't say nothing. They like when everybody else is fighting each other. But the moment there's a problem in Europe between whites and other whites, is a big problem. They want to put it all over the news. They want to be like, oh, support this, support the war, do boycott this, boycott that. You got to pay attention. God, they did the same thing when Germany, when Hitler was banging on white people. They did the same thing. They came together. They came together to bang on Germany back in the day too. All them other white countries, because this white man was banging on other white people, they came together. They always show us. No, that's not the only people that Germany was banging on. Germany was about to bang on England. England was scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always do this. When there's a white on white situation in Europe going on, they try to highlight, they try to put it in the media, they try to keep showing it to you. They want you to get involved. They want you to feel bad. They want you to feel sorry. They start talking about the children. They want to show you the children on the news. They want to show you all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to show you all of that shit. But when there's babies dying from missiles in the Middle East, when there's babies, they just bombed Somalia not too long ago. Drone strike. When they bombing kids in other places, they don't, it's not the same thing. Nobody put sanctions on America. Nobody put sanctions on Saudi Arabia. Nobody put sanctions in all these other European countries. Bro, you want to talk about Google? Anyway, look, I don't want to get caught up. My whole point is this, man. Black people in America, your tribe needs you. Your tribe needs you. Your tribe needs you. And you need to be loyal to your tribe. That's my whole point of this video. Stop going for the African shenanigans. We do have African ancestry, but we're not African. That's the fact. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, them African people be looking down upon us. I'm a Muslim. I go to the masjid. I go to the masjid. I see how some Africans be looking at me when I wear my do-rag. You know what I'm saying? I see how some Africans, I'm not even talking about Arabs. I see how some Africans, an African imam told me I couldn't wear my do-rag. An African imam told me that I couldn't wear my do-rag. And then when I asked him to give me the proof, you know what he said to me? He said, I've been in this country 30 years. He said, I've been in this country 30 years. I never seen a good person wear a do-rag. This is what an African man told me in the mosque. This is what an African man told me. And there was plenty of other Africans that be saying little slick shit from time to time. But I tell them about themselves. So that's just an example. That's just an example of how these people come through. And one moment is we black, we all African. You know what I'm saying? We all black, we African, we together. And then when there's more, and then they show their true colors. So, and they're gonna keep doing this. They're going to keep doing this to us because we are not together. The black tribe in America, you know, at one point I remember they was calling the black people in America the lost tribe of Shabazz. I know, I feel like that was like some made up shit. But at one point they were saying that. know what I'm saying? At one point, they were saying that, right? The lost tribe of Shabazz. They was trying to bring black people together. They was trying to, unify black folks. And that's the thing, man. That's the thing. That's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem. The biggest problem is that they know we're not unified. They know we're not together. And they use it to their benefit. They come in, they say, oh, we're brother, ha ha ha, brother. Muslims do that too. Muslims do that too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Muslims, they act crazy towards the black Muslims. They act mad crazy, whether they're Arab, African, foreign Muslims, period, be acting crazy towards black Muslims. It's not all of them, but a lot of them be acting crazy towards black Muslims. And you know what they do? The moment they need help, the moment they being discriminated against, the moment these Muslims again, they have popped. Because mind you, when 9/11 happened, it wasn't really targeting black Muslims. They was targeting the foreigners, right? When Muslims usually get banged on or get violated, they target the foreigners. So you know what they do? They come to black brothers, and then now we brothers. And I'm not talking shit about my brothers. I'm just calling it what it is. I'm just trying to show you how this shit is so deep. Even in the religion of Islam, where race is not supposed to be a thing, and culture is not supposed to really be a thing unless it goes against God's creed, it's still a problem. It's still a problem. It's still a problem. Even in the religion that is not supposed to matter, these people are behaving in ways that are un-Islamic. Nah, chill. Don't start popping on everybody that's African. You just gotta be. That just means we just have to be together more. We have to be together more, man. That's all it means. All I'm trying to tell. If you missed anything from this message, what I'm trying to tell the blacks in America is this: be proud of who you are. I'm not saying be proud of the negative shit, but be proud of who you are. You know, be part of who you are. Be proud of your ancestors, right? Be proud of the Nat Turners. Be proud of the Harriet Tubman. Be proud of the Huey P. Newtons, the Asada Shakurs, the Jamal Josephs. Be proud of your people. Be proud. Be proud of your tribe or who they have become. Be proud of it. That's all I'm trying to say. Be proud of who your people have become. Don't let them shame you. Don't feel no type of way because you don't know where you're from. Because this is what this African girl tried to do in Clubhouse yesterday. She tried to shame me. Mind you, she didn't know who I am. She tried to shame me and tell me, that's why you don't know where you're from. That's exactly what she told me. And again, I don't think I'm better. I don't know from where in Africa my ancestors came from, right? Because they came to the Americas before the white man, but I believe it was from Mali, according to some historical facts, right? I believe it was from Mali, from the Manding Empire, right? So yeah, so I kind of know, but I can't go back to Mali and know for a fact, right? I can't go back to Mali, but she assumed I was born. She assumed my family was born here, was brought here, and she assumed I share the same history with black Americans, right? She assumed that. So she already had a certain narrative about black people in America. She was talking about child support. She was talking about single mothers. She was talking about a whole bunch of shit, right? That's the way I get killed by the police. She already had this whole shit how she viewed the black people in America. So my whole point is this: people gonna talk their shit, people gonna say whatever they say, people gonna do all of that. But if you're together, if y'all start to embrace each other, if y'all start to love each other, like, people can't just come between you and sow enmity. People just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's not, again, you talking about gangs. I'm not even talking about gangs. I'm talking about, because those gangs, whether you blood, crip, whatever, right? I'm just talking about the black people in America need to love each other, man. And that was the whole point of this. Because everybody else is hating on the black person in America, man. They'll take your shit, they'll take your music, remix it, they'll take the way you dress, they'll take your whatever you do, they'll take your lingo, Even the African women, you see African women wearing the long hair, the long weaves, the nails, and trying to talk like black women. They stealing your shit, man. They stealing your shit. They stealing your shit. They stealing your shit. They're stealing your shit, and they still look down upon you. They talking all that shit about black women and black men, and the black men, the African men, they be starting to dress like black men. The black woman starting to dress like the black woman. You know what I'm saying? The lashes. I had some African girl try to tell me they started that shit in Africa. I was like, yo, I'm gonna holler at you. I was like, let me go ahead. Let me holler at you. I'm gonna holler at you. I just had to go. I had to spin on her ass. But look, man, that was just the whole point. The whole point is don't let nobody shame you. Don't let nobody tell you you can't be different. We are different. We're not African no longer. Do we have African ancestry? Yes, we do. But we have become something else. That's just what happens. It's just what happens when you mix with other people, when you adapt other cultures, when you just do different things, when you've been so far removed. That's what happens. So I just wanted to tell you, embrace it. Don't let nobody shame you for that shit. And don't be so quick to be buddy with these people that come into your nation and into your communities and try to be buddy and be like, yeah, we are black one moment, and then the next moment they're splitting from you. And then they're black again, and then the next moment they're talking shit about you. And then they're black again, and then the next moment they're banging on you. Beware of those people. So just be mindful. If you like the video, make sure you like it. Make sure you share it. I'm up out of here. So just know that, when you hear me talk my shit, because I definitely do be talking my shit. I need to talk some shit to the Garifuna people too, because they've been fucking bugging. So, but I'll be talking my shit, man. I talk to my shit to everybody, man. I talk my shit to women. I talk my shit to men. I talk my shit to animals. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say what I got to say. And that's just that. So on that note, man, I love y'all. We can all come together. Like somebody said, we can all come together in the diaspora to fight against white supremacy as a whole. But we not going to get there until these tribes let go of some of that shit. Until the Fulani start talking shit about the whatever other tribe is over there, until the other tribes in Africa stop talking shit about the black tribe in America, until the people in the Caribbean stop talking shit about the black people, and the black people talking shit about the Caribbean and the African, until we stop. But before we do all of that, like Malcolm X said, the black people in America need to be like this. Before you go outside of your neighborhood to merge, before you go outside of your neighborhood to merge with these other tribes, you need to be good with your own people. You need to be like this with your own people. You can't let nobody come between you and your tribe. That's how you should be. That's how you should be. Before you go out there and try to mingle with other people, make sure you and your tribe is like this. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you and your tribe here in America is like this before you go out there and work with other tribes and other nations. That's just my point. Until then, if I said something good and beneficial, it came from God and the things that He has taught me. And if I said something that was negative, and was ignorant, it came from me. On that note, y'all take care. Peace. Love ya.